Welcome to the TrueCommerce Labeling Utility tutorial. In this video, we will demonstrate how to configure your ASN for UCC 128 labels, as well as how to print the UCC 128 labels using the HTML5 interface. Please note that some trading partners require labels, while others do not, and the format of the UCC 128 labels may vary. Let's get started. The first step will be to ensure that the UCC 128 numbers are set up to populate in the ASN, which is completed in the Trading Partner record in Transaction Manager. To do this, click the icon in the upper left-hand corner and select Trading Partners. Select the trading partner for which you are creating your UCC 128 labels. Click Labels on the action bar and select UCC 128. Fill in the company number field with your UCC or GS1 ID, making sure to leave the leading 0 in the field. This is typically the first 5 to 9 digits of your item UPC. Additionally, please make sure that the Use UCC 128 AutoCreate box is checked. Be sure to save these settings. Next, we will want to make sure that our Ship From address is set up in Transaction Manager. It is important to note that the Ship From address for the label does not pull from the ASN. Navigate to the action bar and click Labels. Select Ship From Locations. To enter your Ship From address, click Add. Click directly under each column and enter the corresponding information into the fields. You may have one Ship From address or you may have multiple. Check the default box if you have a Ship From location that is used most often. Once your Ship From location address information is filled in the table, save. Create your ASN and fill in the mandatory fields per usual. On the main tab, locate the Ship To Type field. For the most part, Store and Distribution Center will be your only options. For now, we are going to choose Store. The Ship To Type field is important because it corresponds with your address setup table. We need to ensure that the address setup table matches the ASN so that the correct Ship To information prints on the label. If we click on the Addresses tab, you can see that the Ship To code is 3801. This code needs to be present in the address setup table. To quickly access your address setup table, navigate to the action bar and click Tools. Select Address List from the drop-down. As you can see, the address information filled in automatically when the purchase order was received, and in this scenario, 3801 is the only Ship To location code. Please note that some trading partners send only the Ship To location code, so in that case, the physical address location would need to be manually entered into this table. By scrolling to the right, you will come to the Type column. The Ship To type on the ASN needs to match the type in the address list. Transaction Manager will automatically default the type to Store. Since we selected Store as our Ship To type on the main tab of the ASN, this does not need to be changed. However, if we had selected Distribution Center, the type would need to be updated to DC. This would be done by simply clicking directly on Store and then selecting DC from the drop-down. Back on the main tab, click on the Label Type drop-down. Standard and Pick and Pack are typically the only options you will see, rather than this long list, but as previously mentioned, each trading partner has different requirements. For this instance, we will choose Pick and Pack. We will choose Pick and Pack since we are using a Pick and Pack ASN. By choosing Pick and Pack, the labels will indicate that the cartons and the shipment are mixed. If we were shipping pure cartons and using a standard ASN, choosing a standard label type would ensure that item information would populate on the label. Please note that some ASNs may have an additional field on the main tab asking if you want to use the TrueCommerce labeling solution. If that's the case, simply choose Yes. You are now ready to print your label. Select your ASN. Select Print from the action bar and choose Labels. There are two choices: standard labels and asynchronous labels. Asynchronous labels can be selected if you are printing a large number of labels. For instance, if you are trying to print 100 labels, choosing asynchronous labels will allow you to continue working in Transaction Manager while the labels are generating. You would then receive a notification when they are done. Standard labels will be the most common choice. The labeling utility will open and will show the list of UCC 128 numbers from your ASN. If you have multiple ship from locations, they will appear in this drop-down, and you would then need to select the correct ship from address. When you're ready, click Print. A PDF will automatically generate, allowing you to check the information before printing a hard copy. To summarize, be sure the following steps are taken in order to print your UCC 128 labels. Under Label Setup, your UCC or GS1 ID is filled in under the company number field, and the Use UCC 128 AutoCreate box is checked. Also under Labels, that your ship from address information is filled in, that the ship to type and label type fields are filled in on the main tab of your ASN, and that the location code and type are set up correctly in your address setup table. If any information isn't filling in correctly on your label, or you receive feedback from your trading partner stating that modifications are needed, please contact your assigned implementation specialist. This concludes the TrueCommerce Labeling Utility tutorial. As a reminder for TrueCommerce customers, for any testing-related questions, please contact your assigned implementation specialist. For any production-related questions, please contact our support team.